Hello, Pisces. So, my name is Lynn Walden, and I'm doing a reading for you for the week of November 25th, although it is already the 27th, so this may go on longer. Oh, hello, sweetheart. I'm working with my deck of cards called the Intuitive Insight Oracle cards. And I have to say, I'm not 100% sure where this is going to go as I'm starting to read. Because I think it could be in a few different directions. So let's just see. I've asked for the collective, and let's just see how the guides work with this to clarify it a little bit more directly. The first thing that I get as I'm seeing this is it seems to me like there's a situation in which there's a certain perhaps stubbornness around forgiveness. And I would say you forgiving somebody else. And I feel what you're being asked to do is to deal with this situation with the quality of prayer, with a sense that there is a higher power that is guiding you in this, that if you maintain a sense of love as being something that is inherently there for all of us and not given to some and not to others, and that if you can embrace the idea that we're all here to learn from each other, and whatever thing you need to forgive or are working on forgiving, however difficult it is, that there is a quality of learning that you can appreciate when you move it into the idea that ultimately we are all in relationship, doing our best, and that from a metaphysical perspective, from a spiritual perspective, we are meant to be learning from it. Does not mean that we tolerate bad behavior. It means that if we can embrace that concept of forgiveness and really lean into the quality of divine love and the sacred love and the idea of growing consciousness and growing in our ability to love beyond all situations, then it's going to be easier to embrace that sense of forgiveness, that idea of forgiveness, forgiveness is about you being better, right? Forgiveness, being able to move into that and letting go of grudges and hurts and blame ultimately is good for you, because what that does then is it raises your frequency. It moves that energy out of your field and out of your body so that you will be able to be literally physically healthier, put your mind and your attention and intention on other things, and start manifesting from a place of higher frequency that's not based on the kind of forgiveness that is, yes, it's all right, but I'm not really forgetting. I'm just making a list. And the next time you do it, I'm going to blame you for that too, right? You're really being encouraged to let go of stuff, to just let stuff go as much as you can. Forgive as much as you can. Get rid of as much as you can. And as you do that, what you can do as you're trying to really get into that energy is breathe. Notice how just being present in the moment as you're breathing starts changing your perception of things, if you allow it to, that it really can. And, this may be a situation too where, the worrying about it, it's not necessarily even worrying about it like, what am I going to do about this? But when you've got that resentment in you, when it's the quality of what I call type 1 forgiveness was, even though I tell you that it's all right, I'm not really forgetting, right? I'm not really forgiving, because the next time you do anything that's similar to that, it's going to be there. And keep in mind, this doesn't have to be just around a singular person. This can be around a list of people that you're still carrying with you from your past. If it's happening again now, it's very possible that there's more in there that you haven't let yourself feel and move through and move beyond. So what you're really being encouraged to do is look at where forgiveness is stuck, where you either can't or you won't forgive. Really embrace the concept of clearing and cleaning out whatever you need to so that you can really truly get to a deeper state of forgiveness, so that you don't carry that energy that's really creating, all of that kind of resentment and fear and holding on to things. There's an element of needing to hang on to it as a way to stay safe so that it won't happen again, right? So there's a quality of worry about that. Worry is just another face of fear. Fear is just another side of worry. That energy is just like, oh, we don't need that. We don't want that. It's not good for our auras. It's not good for our tissues either. And we want to move our neural patterns out of that so that everything starts or continues to move into a different way. You're being asked very much to do it in a prayerful manner with the awareness of a higher power that is there guiding you. And remember, if it is around a specific person and you're having a hard time to forgive, and this could just be for a few people, let yourself really breathe and stay with your intuition around it. Is there really something here that needs to be forgiven, or is it your perception? Check in with that. And also, even if there is, what is the level of trespass that has been made? Did somebody just forget to do the dishes again? Is it simple? Is it big? But if it's simple, let yourself really focus on what you really like about the person or the situation. And then see what happens. Let yourself really focus on the positive for a bit and see if that doesn't just kind of amplify it. Because what we focus on tends to be what we magnify, right? We amplify it. So what I feel for, as I'm reading this now, it actually became quite clear. Really, really let yourself let go of that old anxious, non-forgiving energy that's back there, however subconscious it is. Clear the decks. Let yourself move forward. Really engage prayerfully, that sense of higher guidance with you in order to do that. And if it is around a situation that you think, where you think you have been wronged in a really deliberate way or are being wronged, breathe, check in with your intuition. Really let prayer guide you in this. Okay? All right, Pisces, that's it for now. I'll be back.